Welcome to Savings 101. This lesson is going to cover menu planning, and I really am a big believer in menu plans. This has been the key to my family for saving a lot of money. And I can tell on my bottom line whether or not I've been sticking to my menu plan or being lazy and going shopping without a menu plan and without a shopping list. So I really think if you're going to do one thing each week that can save you the most money, it's creating a menu plan, because it focuses on using what you have first. And really, a menu plan is just a list of upcoming meals. It can be organized by day of the week, or you can organize by meal category. It's a guideline for what your family is going to eat each day. It doesn't have to be your rule book. So you can switch around what's on each day. If something is going to take too long and something happened and you can't spend an hour cooking dinner right now, you need to get dinner on the table in 15 minutes. You can adjust as you go throughout the week. But it really is a plan, and it really is a guideline for what you're going to eat each night. Also, it can be as specific or as general as you want it to be. You can plan 1 week at a time or a month. A lot of people like to plan 2 weeks and then repeat those same 2 weeks for the last 2 weeks of the month. It's based on what you have on hand, and this is the key. You're starting with what you have. There's no more running to the store, buying a box of taco shells, and then getting home and going, oh, I had a box of taco shells in the pantry. And so it's really going to focus on what you have on hand first. And it's adjusted to fit your lifestyle. If you have baseball practice 3 nights a week and you know that before the week begins, you're going to plan a quick and easy meal, let's say those 3 nights. And you're going to write those in on those nights where you know you're not going to be home till 6, 7 o'clock at night and you need to get dinner on the table quickly. So why do we create a menu plan? It helps prevent overbuying. That's the main key. It helps us focus on what we have and using what we already have on hand. We're going to utilize what we have, and we're going to take the stress out of meals because we're already going to know in the morning what we're going to eat that night. There's no more running around at 4 o'clock. Oh, what am I going to eat? It's 5 o'clock. Oh, what are we going to have for dinner? It's 6 o'clock. Okay, let's just run grab something. It's also going to reduce extra grocery trips. No more, I'm out of eggs, I got to run to the store and get eggs, and then you pick up a few things extra as you go along. It's also going to prevent eating out. There's no more running by to pick up fast food on your way home because you know you already have a plan, you've planned ahead, and that's how it fits into your weekly schedule. And the bottom line is, it saves us money. So that's why we're going to take that extra 10, 15, 20 minutes each week to plan out our meals. Here's how you're going to build your meals. And this is kind of, when you're starting your meal plan, this is where you're going to start. Take a quick inventory of what you have. Look in your fridge, your freezer, and your pantry. You're going to start with any meats that you have, and you're going to write down the meals that you can typically make with those meats. So if you have ground beef already in your freezer, you might look at that and say, okay, I can have spaghetti, and I can have tacos, and I can have chili, something like that. So those are going to you're going to start and see, okay, now, well, I already have taco shells, so I would only need to buy lettuce and cheese or whatever you would want with that meal. The next thing you're going to do is to move to basics that you might have on hand. Rice, pasta, things that you have maybe been stockpiling. You're going to build your meals off what you have. So you're going to build those next. The next thing you're going to do is check a sales flyer. See what's on sale. See what you have coupons for. Look at the matchups on Passion for Savings or another site that you may follow that covers your local stores. And see what's a really great deal and try to use those items next. The next thing you're going to do is fill in all meals for the week. There are a few things you want to think about. Include all your sides and desserts for each meal. Include snacks for the kids. Include other items that you might need to take somewhere, say a school birthday party, a church fellowship, something like that. The number one goal is to list everything your family will eat for the next week. You also want to use as much as you have on hand as possible. Okay, once you made your meal plan, the next thing you want to do is create a shopping list. You're going to use your menu plan as a guide. The first thing you're going to list are the items you need to buy. These are the things that are on your meal plan that you don't already have on hand. You're also going to check to see if you can double up on some items. Buy one bag of potatoes, use it for french fries, and mashed potatoes. So there are a lot of items that you can buy, such as the meat, potatoes here, that you can use for more than one meal. You also might say, can I use mashed potatoes as a side in more than one meal? Something like that. Ask yourself if you can substitute on each item. That's the same theory there. Do you have green beans listed on your menu plan, but you have corn in the pantry or in the freezer? Well, then I'm going to switch and I'm going to use the corn that I already have on hand instead of the green beans. And then when we find green beans on a sale, we're going to buy several cans so that we have those on hand for future meals. You're going to add in basics like bread, milk, fruit, things that you need that are perishable that you can't stockpile as easily. Also, check the sale ad and list the rock bottom items to purchase this week. Here are just a few tips and suggestions. Try using items more than once, kind of like the potatoes that we talked about. Plan more than 1 week at a time. If you can plan 2 weeks worth of meals, then go in and repeat those the next 2 weeks. So in a month, you might be eating the same meal twice. You're only eating something twice a month. Then what you can do is, let's say you buy a whole box of taco shells and your family only eats half a box. Then you can repeat that box. You can use up the full box within that month. The goal is to have everything you need for a week or 2 weeks or however long you're shopping for. Everything you need for that period of time worth of meals in your house at once. That way, if you're shopping for a week, you have everything you need for the next week and no more trips out to Walmart to buy just a snack or a few things here and there, because you always end up adding extra things to your cart. You want to write in days you know you'll be away from home, so you don't want to overplan at the same time. If you know you're going to be on vacation for 3 days, write vacation on there instead of planning a meal. It just kind of helps keep your budget in check, and it helps you keep from going to the store and buying more than you really need. Also, give yourself the flexibility to change up what you eat each night based on your mood or maybe the busyness of that day. For example, if you want to eat spaghetti on Wednesday and not Friday, that's perfectly fine. It's just knowing that these are the 7 meals that I'm going to eat the next week, and these are the things that I have all the ingredients for, so that I don't have to run out and pick something else up. Also, a big tip for me, and this is kind of key for me, is to look at my plan in the morning and say, oh yeah, tonight we're having chili. I could go ahead and put that in the crock pot right now. It'll take 5 minutes to throw it all together, and dinner will be ready when we're ready to come home and eat. Also, keep your menu posted where you see it often. That way you're constantly thinking ahead. Add your menu to a Google Calendar. This is really such a great idea. You can set up a Google Calendar, especially if you have a Gmail account, and you can get automatic emails each morning with what you're supposed to have that night, what you need to do. Like, you could put in there, I need to set out the chicken to thaw. I need to put the chili in the crock pot. Whatever it is that you need to do, you can have that emailed to you each morning so that you don't have to remember to go look at your menu plan. You don't have to keep it posted. Just such a great way, with technology the way it is today, to kind of adapt your meal plan to your busy schedule. Also, save your menu plans for future use or ideas. In 3 months, when you're running out of ideas and you don't know what else to cook, maybe going back over a previous menu plan will help you get a new idea. Or you may find that you can kind of rotate and repeat menu plans, and it keeps things fresh and changing for your family. Also, add in 1 new meal each week or try new ideas. So get online and find something different each week. And just by adding in 1 new meal each week, you'll start to get to try new things and see, hey, we really do like that, and maybe I want to do that meal again. Also, a great idea to just kind of keep things rotating is to have a theme for each night. So you might have Mexican one night, Italian one night, American one night. It really is just all about your family having what you normally have. You don't have to change what you eat, all you're doing is planning ahead. And by planning ahead and using what you have, you can save yourself so much money in the long run.